Hi, wanted to do a little video and show you something funny. If you're familiar with Starry Hilder, I'm sure you are. She's a homesteader extraordinaire. Anyway, she was showing her chicken coop where she'd wrapped it and using carpet and whatever she could. Well, this is what I did to our old guinea hut, and the reason that I did that is because I've got some tomcats that like to sleep in there, and there's straw in there and all that, and that's where they hang out. So we just kind of rubed that up for them, and they like it pretty good. So, you know, wintertime up here, it looks so drab, but there's life in there, and it'll come up soon, I'm telling you. I hear Emma in the back. There's my poor old four-wheeler. I'm going to have to do some work on it. Needs a plug. Needs a solenoid switch. Needs a paint job. And some new mud guards. And that's the old junk tool shed. Got to get all that cleaned out too. That's just been, everything just thrown in there. So, and there's the woods to the back of the house. We've got lots of woods, and that back there is a seismograph. And the reason that that is in my backyard is because the quarry, if you look up there where you see that clearing, that's where the quarry is, and they blast. And my house is the closest one, so I've been blessed with the seismograph. But we don't have any problems. The worst problem is that very often it will cause mud to drop down into the well, and we got muddy water. So we're setting up a whole house filter that will go right over there when the well house is built. You can see all that wood and mess that came out of the house. I'm telling you, we have struggled. So, anyway, we'll get it done. We're doing it, and I'm going to go ahead. Hopefully, we're going to be moved back in June, but we're going to go ahead and start getting ready for planting. And right down below there, walk down a little ways, is where the part of the garden is. But see, all that's got to be cleaned out. It's been so neglected. Hadn't been anything grown up here in years. So, all that has to be cleaned out. And strawberry beds are below that, but I'm not going to leave them there. They're going in the raised beds. And all that's got to come out. There's some stumps in there that are pretty rotten, and we're going to go ahead and burn those. And all that down there has to be bush hogged, and all that mess there. That is some kind of, I don't know, something that the quarry uses to hold the dirt. They plant that back there, and the wind and the birds have brought it all over here. And now our pasture, and right down there where all that big mess is behind the horse trailer, is my mulch, where we put all the poop. The goat poop and donkey poo goes back there, and I've got a compost pile, well, two big ones back there, that stuff is growing out of. So, I don't know what I'm going to do about that, but anyway, it's one of those things where you just got to get out here and work. It's like Nancy today said many moons ago, you eat an elephant one bite at a time, and daggone, we got an elephant up here. But it can be done, and it will be done. My husband and I are, I guess you'd call us aging homesteaders, because we've been, up here doing this for a while. We're getting a little more extreme in that we're changing the house, setting it up for a wood cook stove, and until we get that, we're putting the wood stove, just a plain wood stove in. So we've got to redo all of that. My husband built the door there for the crawl space, and there's some more junk that came out, and that's the old piping that there was a gas fireplace in there. But you know, those things are crap when they put them in double wides, and ours was not very well built. We found that out when we got in it and tore it apart. But it's going to be really strong and nice when it's done. And it's taken us a long time, but it is getting done. And I've got to get some more of those vents. Those are solar vents. And the guys working out here laughed at me for getting solar vents, said, you know, you can just walk out there and open and close them. And yeah, I can. But I can pay $6 more and get solar vents, and I buy 2 at a time. So, you know, I'm not extravagant. I didn't go out and just buy $200 worth. I just get 2 at a time. So, and they're good quality. They're going to last. The old heat pump, it's going because it doesn't work anymore. So that thing's coming up. The freezer back there, when the water come through, it rusted the bottom all out of it, and it was in bad shape. And then that old air conditioner, it leaked too. We put that in there when the heat pump went out, and that's what caused the water to run all on the kitchen dining room floor and mess up the freezer. So anyway, there's that. Now I'm holding this phone up like this because my wrist hurts. And if I try to turn it the other way, it's going to hurt more. So please understand that I know I don't like the 2 black sides either, but got to do it this time. And there's my old milk jug I've got to work on. Sand it down and paint it and make it pretty again. And all this metal in here, we're going to gather it up and sell it. So, and this was the fine job that the man did when I asked him to come out and put this in, which was supposed to be at the corner of the house. Because right in here, you know, there's going to be a building, a well house. He stuck it right there. And I said, be sure and insulate the bladder tank, which is in that mess right there. And that's what he called insulating. He wrapped that around it, and then he had blocks stacked all over it that he got up there. The old bladder tank, which was down in the ground, was leaking and causing the pump to run constantly, which caused our power bill to just shoot up like a rocket. So we had to get all that stuff fixed. It was just one thing after the other, but it works out. I'm a firm believer, and I know that God will take care of us, and He has been taking care of us all along. Without Him, we'd be nothing. We'd have nothing. The guys that came out here and did this block work, as you can see, it's all cracked. The mixture was wrong. It isn't level at all, and was supposed to have come out 12 feet. Well, I guess they didn't want to dig because they brought it out 9. Sad, isn't it? So sad. We have a beautiful home up here. We love it. We love being up here. But it was virtually destroyed, and so, you know, you keep what you got and fix it. Because I don't, I think it's ridiculous to not give it a try, and so far so good. It's going to be nice. I'm going to like it even better. It was a cute little home when we bought it, but it wasn't anything special. But it was what we wanted, and we planned on a small home because we knew it wouldn't be long for the boys were up and gone, and it wasn't. So it's the perfect size for us. But anyway, folks, I just wanted to show you my little fancy cat house up there for the toms. I have to trap them. And I don't trap unless I'm going to be up here, you know, a long time because I won't leave them in the traps. But anyway, we got, I think there's 4 that I've got to trap. The others are already neutered and got their shots and whatnot. And the rest of the cats are down there at that house. And that muck you see in the driveway there is Emma's scavenging. There must have been deer hunting up here, and when they do that, Emma will go up behind them and drag home what they leave. There's another one. And down there at those 2 big pines, that's her boneyard. That's where she takes all her kill. But you know, funny thing is, she kills coyotes, but she don't bring them home. She may kill a possum or a raccoon, a bobcat, and she'll drag that home. But the coyotes, she doesn't. Well, I'm glad. I wish she didn't drag any of it home. But anyway, she goes all around up here. She's a good dog. Fabulous guard dog. Right now she's with her puppies, or she'd be out here with me, and I don't want to bother her. Anyway, folks, it's good talking to you. Have a wonderful day, and God bless you. And please like, and for goodness sakes, comment. Nobody talks to me. I'll do more videos if you guys will talk to me. Bye.